This is the book of Amos, chapter 5, verses 18 through 20. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. As if a man did flee from a lion, and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall, and a serpent bit him. Shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light, even very dark, and no brightness in it? Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Call Allah Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Harakah Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. Peace and blessing and salutation to the elect men who push this true gospel Salaki throughout the four corners of the earth in these last days. Shalom, Akim, Shalom. All right, we're in beautiful times, beautiful, exciting times. Days of darkness. The days of darkness are here. The day of the Lord is darkness. And this is part 2 of the video, the day of the Lord. All right? Jumping right into the scriptures, man, because we see all these things that are happening before your very eyes. What our elders and apostles, Great Millstone, have been teaching for over 40 years is happening upon this earth. We are already in the 3rd month of this Gregorian calendar of Esau, the so-called white man's on his calendar of March, the 3rd month. And prophecies are just popping off left and right. Every minute, every second, every hour is something prophetic happening throughout the four corners of this earth. All right? Like I said, these are exciting times for the hopeful elect. Okay? But trouble for you wicked ones. Okay? For Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, all other heathen nations. Okay? Moab, the Chinese. Okay? Ishmael, the so-called Arabs. Okay? The Africans, who are the Hamites. All right? These are days of darkness upon this earth. Amos 5 and 18. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? It's death for you. All right? It's death for you. And we're seeing mass death take place throughout the whole four corners of the earth. All right? Through this global pandemic of this coronavirus. All right? Then you got the locust plague over there in Africa. They're spreading all the way from China to Iran, all the way to Israel. Okay, in Saudi Arabia. Okay? These are only the beginning of the sorrows and mournings that's going to take place upon this earth, man. All right? You got earthquakes in diverse places. Plagues, pestilence, uproars of the people. Civil unrest everywhere. America's going to be the new Venezuela. Okay? And this is nothing but a breathing ground for Esau, Edom, the so-called elites of this society, okay? The Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the Bilderbergs, okay? To usher in this new world order. The mark of the beast is going to come to China, then it's going to come to the West. Everything starts over there in the East, and it comes to the West. The coronavirus started where? In the East. Then it shifted over here to the West. Until all other, you know, globally. The thing is international, man. And the cherry on the cake is going to be these ICBM nuclear missiles, which is going to finish this place off. Okay? And it says, to what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light, and it is mass fear upon the earth right now. It is mass fear upon the earth right now. People are all in panic. They're terrified. Don't know where that next meal gonna come from. Don't know where the next payment gonna get in. Am I gonna ever get a job again? Is this thing gonna be over with soon? Fear is in the earth right now. And the Most High is mocking through his men. We're sitting back with front row seats to this movie, looking and laughing at this thing, man. And we are laughing at this. This is the Most High's movie. And we're in the horror section of his movie. And what does a horror movie pertain to? Death, casualties, fatalities, fear. All that is right now. It's happening right now. You go to these stores, you stop at the red light, people at the red light with the fucking hand on top of their head like this, stressed out, distress upon nation. That's in the scripture also, the book of Luke. Okay? And it says, all right, verse 19, Amos 5 and 19, as if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him. Whew. So when the destruction is coming upon this earth, man, when these concentration camps get hidden in place, these martial laws implemented, the Constitution is suspended, all murder is going to be legal. These so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans are going to be running wild out here. And the ones that are wicked, like it just said, you flee from this one, you're gonna run into this one here. You flee from the famine, you're gonna run into the pestilence. You flee from the pestilence, you're gonna run into these plagues. You're gonna die doing these earthquakes. These storms, these temperatures. You just had a big, massive storm in Jackson, Mississippi, man. A tornado, massive. Look it up on YouTube. Look it up on Google. And then we're finna enter into hurricane season, man. All right? Salakia. We entered into hurricane season quick. All right? We finna be in April already, man. It's finna be April. It's finna be April out here, man. These things are happening fast. What the scriptures say, for the elect's sake shall the days be shortened. That's why everything is happening so fast. All right? And it says, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall, and a serpent bit him. You're going to have all type of reptiles. The Most High going to release a whole nother portal of demonic activity out here. All right? Wisdom of Solomon, the 17th chapter, man. All right? The stage is set. The so-called white man, these elites, have pretty much issued out their certificate for, look, here it is right here for you. You choose this right here. You're going to choose this chip, okay? Or you're going to choose life. We the hopefully elect. We're not ignorant to Satan's device. We choose life. All right? Devil's nothing but a small thing. Yahweh Shai, our great terrible king who the world ignorant called Jesus Christ, will swaddle up death, man. For us. The Savior was sent for us, Yahweh Shai. And I'm going to get that also. All right? It's the book of Matthew. And I'm going to try not to be too long, for the hopefully elect. All right? Straight to the point. Raw and uncut as we do over here at Great Millstone. We are a working camp. We put in straight work to give diligence to make our call and the election sure. That's why we put in work like this. Matthew 10 and 34. Think not that I am come to send peace on the earth. Not coming with peace. Not coming to send cotton candy. Okay. Alkaline water. Okay. Chicken sandwiches. You know. You're not coming with candy canes and no stuff like that. Pecan candy and everything, man. All right? This ain't going to be no peaceful event right here. The day of the Lord is darkness. That's death, man. Darkness brings death. All right? Till the sun going to be totally blocked out from everything. The moon not going to give its light. I'm going to get that too. And it says, I came not to send peace, but a sword. A sword of what? Of straight death and destruction. Ultimately leading to these ICBM nuclear missiles that's going to be shot off from one end of the earth to the other, from Russia, from China, from North Korea, from Iran, from India, from Pakistan, Hezbollah, Hamas, all nations in the European in the European Union, and you just had problems to take place with that, with in the British, with Britain getting out of the EU. That's Daniel 2nd chapter, verse 40 all the way down. And who were the only ones teaching that? The men of Great Millstone, beginning with our elders and apostles. Look us up on YouTube. Follow our page, GMS Louisiana Saints. Follow Elder Apostle Hart page, GMS Doc2. Elder Apostle Gabar's page, the Daily Edification, Daily Exhortation. Okay? His new page called the Israelites. Follow Elder Apostle Ramlah's page, GMS Info Doc 12, 11 and 12. Okay? Elder Apostle Ricard's page, GMS on app. Okay, and they must be all typed in with no spaces all the way through. Okay, we the only ones pushing this truth, pushing prophecies over here. All right. Let me get another one. All right, the day of the Lord is darkness, man. All right, and how's he coming back? Via his chariots. Via the chariots. It's the book of Isaiah. Via the chariots. The book of Isaiah, chapter 63. 63:1. Who is this that cometh from Edom? And that's how you know these are so-called Negroes that wrote this book, being sarcastic. This is sarcasm right here. We the only ones that talk like this, in codes, in metaphors. Esau can't talk like this. Esau bad because he can't even fucking dance. You don't have dance. You don't have rhythm. No movement. You don't have the language like this to talk like this. Okay? To talk over someone's head. Okay? This talking over everybody's head. Okay? The disciples asked Yahushua, why do you speak in parables? And Yahushua answered and said, it's because it is given to you to know the mysteries of the kingdom. Talking to his elect. We the only ones that know the mysteries of the kingdom. All right? With, Lord willing, we of that number. With dyed garments from Bozrah and Mount Seir, Edom, Esau, Idumea. This is talking about you. It's Yahushua being sarcastic. The Caucasus Mountain in Russia, Georgia. Where does the name Caucasian come from? I leave it to you to figure it out. This that is glorious in its apparel, travailing in the greatness of his strength. Travailing in the greatness of his strength. Because he's coming back in what? In full armor, in glory, in apparel. The book of Matthew, chapter 24, and verse 36. But of that day and hour knoweth no man. No man knows this. And that cuts this pre-tribulation and everything like this. When you Christian churches preaching that y'all don't get raptured, so-called raptured up out of here and everything. You're not going nowhere. You're going to be destroyed. The Bible says if the elect are going to scarcely make it out, then what is the end for you? If we're going to battle, Lord willing, we of that number, if we're going to battle and make out, then what's more to you? You're going to be destroyed. All right? You're going to be destroyed. Every Edomite, so-called white man in America and throughout certain parts of the earth, okay, and all other heathen nations, okay, are going to be destroyed by thermonuclear fire if the plagues and pestilence don't get you first. Straight up and down. All right? And it says, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. Only Yahweh knows. Going back to Isaiah 63rd chapter. It's going to tell you when you read further down that vengeance is burning into his heart. That he's coming for vengeance. He's coming to take vengeance for his elect men. Beginning with himself. Okay? Revelation 12:7. Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, even those that pierced him. That's reincarnation right there. All right? Everyone who had a hand in our great terrible king's death is back on the earth today, and they're going to see him. That's why that vengeance is just burning inside of his heart, because he can't wait to get hold of you Edomites, beginning with the elites. All right? And 2/3 of his own people. So it says, verse 37, Matthew 24:37, but as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. Let's get into that. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying, and giving in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark. And what are our people doing right now? Let's break that down. Before that flood happened, they were eating all kind of abominable ass food. Down here in South Louisiana, crawfish, crabs, crab lobsters, crab legs, frog legs. Our people love that garbage, man. A food, something that eats dead things that come into the sea. That's an abomination to the Most High. Something despicable, something nasty, disgusting in his eyes that he hates. All right? And drinking. Everybody getting just drunk at this time right now. Been getting drunk. Jake always talking about I'm full of that. These Negroes and Latinos and these so-called Mexicans. I'm full of that shit, Holmes. I'm drunk. You can't hold your head up. You're so drunk you gotta call an Uber to get you home. Drinking. And you're drunk in Esau's philosophies and his doctrine. Pertaining to Revelation 17th chapter. You got men ruling over women. Salak, you got women ruling over men. Women run the household right now in today's society. Telling Jake what he can do and what he can't do. Where he can go and what he can't go. Here we go. That's the spirit. Marrying and giving in marriage. People getting married right now. Here we are upon the days of destruction. You want to go into in these churches and everything, which the Most High not dealing with churches, Acts 7:48, and want to get married with a ring on your finger, like that wicked ass singer says. If you love me, you should want to put a ring on it. Beyonce, some shit she said, or you quoted or whatever. You love me, you should want to put a ring on it, not knowing how demonic that is. That the ring goes back to the planet Saturn, the way you get the day Saturday from. All right, giving in marriage and everything like that, man. Until the day that Noah entered into the ark and knew not until the flood came, and you was totally unaware of it, just as you are right now, totally unaware of the signs in heaven. Our people still don't see it. People still don't see it. But these great evils are going to come up on the earth more and more to where you're going to know that it's a terrible power, a higher power, Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shah, that's doing these things, man. Until the flood came and took them all away. It means you were killed in that day in Noah's time, and you're going to be killed in this time. Took means you were taken, you were killed, because you did not hearken unto the prophet that was in that time, and you damn sure not hearken unto the prophet that on the highways and byways doing as we're doing right now. You know, we've been cut off from the highways and byways, okay, but we still have the blessing of opportunity through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shah to still put up videos. Okay? The Most High makes all kind of areas look. You're going to still do the work. You can't physically go out on the highways and byways. You got to be at home. It's a stay-at-home order throughout the city, through the government or whatever. But you're going to still be able to do the work. Put up your videos like I'm doing right now. All right? And it says, yeah, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. As it was in the days of Noah, so shall it also be in the coming of the Son of Man. Eating, drinking, giving in marriage, you know, people doing all kind of abominable things, not paying attention to the signs, not paying attention to the prophets that's out there telling you to turn away from your wickedness. Okay? Being a scoffer on a comment board or on the highways and byways. Okay? What are you scoffers doing right now? Oh, now the doors of mercy are closed right now. It's over with, man. The day of the darkness is here, and it's upon you. All right? It's Isaiah 13. Get a few more. I'm finna close it out. Lord willing. Isaiah 13. All right? In verse 6. How ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt. Men's heart are going to melt from seeing nuclear weapons. Men's hearts are failing them right now. You know, telling how they not reporting on CNN or whatever like that. People having strokes and everything right now. Distress. Verse 8. And they shall be afraid. Pangs and sorrows shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. That's that word again. They shall be amazed one at another. Their faces shall be as flames. And that goes for you Edomites, man. You red people. Because you're not white, you're red. It's talking about you. Because when you get in agony and in pain, when these sorrows take hold of you, when you be in fear, your face turns pure red through the skin. You actually see it. And this was going to happen when you see a tall, dark-skinned man standing up on a so-called UFO, pertaining to 2nd Ezra, the 13th chapter. You're going to be scared. Your hearts are going to fail you. Okay? It's going to be heart attacks. Okay? And the Most High is beautiful, is orchestrating his work, man. Oh, let me get that too. Let me get that too, man. This is Luke 21. Luke 21 and 25. And there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon. What's been happening? Why are these pestilence, these plagues taking place? Because there have been blood moons everywhere. There's been solar eclipses. Various among chariots being sightings everywhere. Just had a chariot so damn big that it was bigger than Earth or Venus and Mars put together. It was 3-4 times of it. And NASA shut the whole video off. You can go look it up on YouTube. That's why Edra, the prophet Edra saw it, say it was so big, he couldn't even see the end of it. But he seen Yahushua flew up on it. What did he mean by he flew up on it? He was standing on top of his chariot. 2nd Ezra 13. 13 and 6. But I beheld, and lo, he had graven himself a great mountain. That's the chariot, the so-called UFO that NASA just cut off. Okay? In the video. Okay? A great mountain. That's what Ezra saw. It looked like a damn mountain. This is an ancient man speaking in ancient times. He didn't know what it was. He said it looked like a damn mountain. Right? When you read the scripture, it says a flying robe. You know? It says, and flew up on it. Meaning he's going to be standing on top of the chariot. But I would have seen the region or place where out the hill was graven. I mean, I could have, if I could see, if I conceive in my mind to see where the hell it ended, I could, but I can't. He finna say it. Whereof the hill was graven, and I could not. And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid, and yet durst fight. This is the day of Yahweh while Yahweh shot. Who the world entered to call Jesus Christ, and the day of the Lord is happening right now. Okay? Revelation 12 and 7. I know I'm all over the place with these precepts, but it's all rolling with the Spirit. The book of Revelation, chapter 12 and verse 7. All right? And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon. It's not talking about the spiritual demon Satan. Satan could never rebel against the Most High. That's nowhere in the scriptures, man. He is under strict orders. When you read the book of Job, he is under orders. Yahweh asked him everything. Look, where have you been at? That's the order right there. If Satan was rebelling, he would have told him, look, I'm not going, you know, what I'm asking you for? That's all in Job. He asked Job, where have you been? Satan told him, I've been to and fro out of the earth. How did Satan go to and fro out of the earth? Via his chariot, the so-called UFO, which are IFOs to us. Identified objects, because we are the ones that know who they are. Esau know who they are, the so-called white man, these elites. NASA, they know who they are. Or Norman Beckman, Buzz Aldrin, Neil Armstrong, they know who they are. They know this. And it says, and fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels, and prevailed not, neither was their place found in heaven anymore. All right? Salakia. And neither was their place found anymore in heaven. And that's what the prophet Ezra saw. When he saw that they were so afraid, he saw dust and smoke. He tells you that in 2nd Ezra 13 chapter. And lo, as he saw the violence, 2nd Ezra 13 and 9, and lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war. And that's Yahushua standing on top of his chariot. Okay? Not going to be lifting up his hand, not going to be having a sword in his hand. He's going to have a bottle of wine in his hand, because like the scripture says, he was a wine bibber. So he's coming back in full glory. Eyes red as the flame of fire. Okay? Drinking a big 2,000-year-old ancient wine. Okay? And coming to smash all you elites, 2/3 of his own people, and all of the heathenistic nations. And at the same time, coming to deliver his elect from the four winds of the earth. Isaiah 11 and 11. Okay? Verse 10. But only I saw that he sent out of his mouth, as it had been, a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempests. And that's coming from him and his chariots. It just told you that. Back in Isaiah 63. Last verse, Akim. I know I said it plenty of times. Isaiah 63. Isaiah 63 and 3. I have trodden the winepress alone. He said he's doing this alone. He doesn't need nobody. Because one angel can destroy this whole earth. One angel, not a damn alien. Okay, one angel can destroy this whole earth. Okay? And of the people, there was none with me. He telling you right there, he don't need nobody to do this with him. Yahushua can do this by himself. He is the top archangel. The top angel himself. Because that's the order of things. Okay? You got Yahweh, Yahushua, King David. Then you got the elect, man. All right? That's the order of all things, man. Yahushua, the top angel. All right? Oh, that's the spirit too. And I got the shirt on to prove it, man. You got the Most High Yahweh, the so-called black man, the Ancient of Days. Okay? Yahushua, a great terrible king, the savior of Yashala. All the way down to King David and the elect, man. That's the order of things. Everything is in order. Like I was saying earlier, Satan is in order, man. Okay? When the Most High wants something done, he sends Satan out to go do something wicked, man. Or Gabriel, send out the angel Gabriel if he wants something killed, man. All right? Isaiah 63 says, for I will tread them in my anger and trample them in my fury. There it is. Anger, fury. All that's going to be wrapped in one. Isaiah, the 13th chapter. And their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my raiment. Now, is he physically going to come down off his chariot with a sword in his hand and just get to slaying people like that? We're talking about the blood bit on his garments? No. Because when the president sends out a declaration of war, like he does in Iraq or whatever, when they go over there and kill everything, the reward goes back to the president. So when Yahushua is sending out these sparks and tempests via the holy angels and everything is killed on this earth, all that blood is sprinkled upon his garments, but it's not going to be seen literally with a red stain. That's parabolic, metaphoric, if you can receive that. All right? Isaiah 63 and 4. For the day of vengeance is in my heart, and the year of my Redeemer is come. It's burning like a fire in him. He can't wait to get hold of 2/3 of his own people, and Esau, Edom, these elites, and all the heathen nations to destroy you. Okay? And save us, Lord willing. We're part of that number of his elect, man. All right, so I'm going to close the video out. Hope it's been edifying. This is part 2 of the day of the Lord facing the east, according to Daniel 6 and 10 and Ezekiel 8:16, and giving all infinite honor and glory and praise to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushua, by Hashem, Harakah Kadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone, to rule and teach well. Peace and blessing and salutation to the elect men who push this truth throughout the four corners of the earth in these last days. Shalom, Maki. Shalom.